Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about a various amount of cryptos today. I think it's like 16, maybe 15 different cryptos. We're going to compare them all to Bitcoin, see how they've been performing. That's what this chart is. Before we get into this chart, I want to start here with the classic Bitcoin chart. Hit the like button, subscribe on that note as well, and let's just go over what we're going to go over in this video. Okay, so Bitcoin consolidated for a very long time, right? A lot of altcoins in this time were moving down, were consolidating as well. Some of them were moving up, but most of them were being boring or depressing in this same time that Bitcoin was being rather boring, right? What I want to measure is not the boring times. I want to compare these altcoins to the exciting times. When Bitcoin broke out, when it broke out of this overall phase decisively, whenever it broke out and it saw this move here, how exciting was that when we went from 60K, 67K to about 100K in the course of a month? How amazing was that, right? That was pretty fun. I want to measure what the average coin has done since we've been in this kind of next phase of the bull cycle, right? Since we got out of the boring phase and we started this final finale phase, what has the average coin done? So I think I've said that enough times. Let's do this. So looking at this here on the daily time frame, I want to get us down to November 5th, right? Because that was the day, November 5th. So maybe, since that was so close, maybe we should look at this on a 4-hour time frame. Maybe we can look at it, yeah, on a 4-hour. And I want to go back to November 5th. So right here. So since November 5th, essentially, right, that would have been here. This is the beginning. And the way that this chart works, just so you guys know, this is, let's see. There are 14 cryptos on here. Maybe we should add one more. What's another one, a good one? Render. We could add render. I think I can add more. I think I can do up to like 15 without it popping off the list. Let's add render on the list here. But you can look at all the coins that we're comparing here. These are some of the coins that I talk about regularly on this channel, and some of the more popular coins as well that I don't talk about as regular, right? But let's just do this. Let's see, render's there. What about what's another good regular one that we talk about here? I already got VeChain on the list. We could throw Filecoin. We could throw CAS on the list, but we already know that would be the lowest performer out of all of them. Maybe we'll throw Filecoin because I feel like a lot of you guys like Filecoin as well. Just seeing if there's anything else that might deserve to be on there. We already got WIF on there. No, maybe not Floki. Quant, maybe. I'd probably do, Rune. I think Rune would be a better one. We're going to do Rune. And if we have enough room, we can do Filecoin as well. And I can do another video like this too. You guys, hit me with your requests on what you want to see. Yeah, see, now it says +2, and instead of playing the guessing game as to which one's which, I'd rather have it there. So we'll just stop at Rune. Okay, so essentially the way that this chart works, the way that it works whenever it's on the percentages, right? It's not prices. These are all percentages. So from this point back here, how much have these projects grown from November 4th at 1600, that candle? How much have they grown? You can see, it looks, at least to me, that all of these projects are in the positive, right? If we look over here, WIF is the only one, and you can see all the percentages over here, right? WIF being the only one that's negative. That's something to note. Since this time, and I actually made a video on WIF recently, guys, saying that it might be in trouble and it might go down a lot more. But it's kind of interesting that WIF, you look at this, it's the only one that's negative out of all those numbers. And I know it can be hard to read, especially this one here. It's purple and it blends in with everything. Let me see if I can better adjust that color. Maybe we can make it like a bright, vibrant yellow, something like that just like sticks out, it pops more. Yeah, there we go. Rune only up 2%. That's kind of interesting. Didn't choose a good one for that last one there. I think Rune's going to do very well, guys, but 4%. WIF is the only one that's negative. I think that's interesting to measure. The highest one here, I think, is HBAR. I think that's HBAR. Yeah, HBAR. So the top performer out of Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, WIF, Pepe, Ethereum, Stellar Lumens, XRP, HBAR, Doge, ADA, SWI, Near Protocol, VeChain, Render, and Rune, Thorchain. The top performer by far out of all of them, and Bitcoin's included on this chart as well, guys. Bitcoin is the green one down here, this 36% all the way down here. That's Bitcoin. Okay, so anything, if you're looking on the left here, you look at these percentages, anything that's less than 36.5% since this move up, since Bitcoin ignited and the rest of the altcoin market had a rally in this consolidation phase as well, since then, if your coin is not at least 36.5% up right now, that's a little concerning. I would say that's a little bit concerning. If it's at least more than that, then that's not. Rune is under that, I can see. BCH is under that. Solana is under that. WIF is under that. Is there anything else? Looks like those are the four that are all under. So anything under 36%, I'm less concerned about Rune and I'm less concerned about BCH because I understand their respective charts. They actually look pretty damn bullish, specifically versus Bitcoin as well. But WIF is a little bit concerning, I gotta say. And then Solana, that's a little bit interesting. I just made a video on Solana, and I think that Solana is going to outperform Bitcoin in this January price. But let's get away from all this stuff. It might be interesting to you, it might not be interesting, but I think I've made the point on that. What I want to talk about is just the top three here, right? The top three, because these top three coins, they are the top performers since we've been performing, since the show started, right? We had a very long intermission since we've been back, and we've been having our second act now, or we're in the beginning of the second act, or the final act, whatever you want to call it, however the metaphor would go. The top performers have undoubtedly been H-bar, whatever this kind of periwinkle color is. What's that? XRP, could have guessed, and I'm going to guess this pink one's XLM, Stellar Lumens. Yeah, XLM, XRP, and H-bar. Nothing comes close, right? First off, nothing comes close to H-bar. Secondly, nothing comes close to XLM and XRP, right? Everything else, the next thing on the list that's like the closest thing from there would be ADA, Cardano, and then everything's kind of blending in together, isn't it? As far as above Bitcoin, yeah, as far as that. So the ones that stand out, all that to say, guys, if we were comparing all these coins, which we are, it's not all the coins in all of crypto, but these are some of the more popular, talked about coins in the market right now. Out of all of these coins, right, we have Doge in there, we've got WIF, we've got Pepe, we've got your favorite meme coins, we've got your XRPs, your Cardanos, your VeChains, your Bitcoin Cashes, and Litecoins. Out of all these coins, the top three, which are H-bar, Stellar Lumens, and XRP, they will likely be the top three going forward. And if they're not, and when I say top three going forward, I don't mean for the rest of the cycle. I just mean for this next move up. Now, likely in this next move up, you'll see some of these bottom ones. Sorry, my cat's meowing. I'm not sorry. I don't know. I guess I am sorry, but I'm not that sorry. Cats meow. Anyways, I'm sorry because it's annoying. But at the same time, cats meow, man. It's part of it. But I don't know why I'm saying sorry so much. Let's move on, my friends. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is these three likely will be top performers on this next phase up, right? Because I think that Bitcoin had to move up. It's consolidating. It's going to have a next move up. During this next move up, I would assume that the same top three coins, XLM, XRP, and HBAR, will be in the top performers as well in this next move. I also theorize that there will be a handful from this group that make their way, they separate from the pack, right? There might be two, there might be three, there might just be one. Maybe the whole pack catches up with these guys and these guys remain stagnant. I doubt that, but for anybody who's looking to speculate, for anybody who's looking for coins to get in, charts like this, looking at a thing like this, I think is very helpful because it helps you see what's doing the most damage, what's performing the best. And generally, you want to avoid any coin that just pumped a lot, okay? But whenever we're going over the overall cycle dynamics of what we expect every coin to do, right? We expect Bitcoin to progress out of this. We probably would expect the rest of the market to progress out of this. Seeing which coins have relatively performed the strongest might be an indication of what will continue to perform strong going forward. And I do want to clarify in case it's confusing, and I'll end the video on this note. These are the top three. I believe, being that they're the top three on this next move up, they will continue to be very dominant, very above average performing cryptos. But I'm not saying that they will be the top three coins after this next move. It's very possible that any of these coins could come up and replace HBAR. It could replace XLM. It could replace XRP for their top three spots. But even if they get replaced, likely how you see that HBAR is very far from this pack is very far from this whole pack, right? And then Bitcoin's down here, and you've got the ones that are far below Bitcoin here, right? You've got all these different little areas here. I'm thinking that these guys still stay above the majority of them. It's just some, if not one, if not two or three, they come to join this higher pack range, if that makes any sense. So again, top performers here. Potentially, though, one of these, and likely, though, even I would even say likely one of these could outperform any of these three. Which one is it going to be? That's anybody's best guess. Probably not Bitcoin, but any other crypto, it really could outperform. My guess would be probably not WIF, probably not Solana, probably not Bitcoin Cash, and probably not, is that it? Probably not Rune, because those are all the ones that have underperformed Bitcoin. So just by that metric alone, and you know I love Bitcoin Cash. I just made a very bullish video on Solana as well. I made a bearish video on WIF recently. They can all go up together, but maybe they just don't move up as much as the rest of the pack, or maybe they're not top performers in that sense, which is fine. You know, that's totally fine, but it is completely possible still, even with that all being said. You know, WIF is the only one that's negative. Watch WIF be the best performer from here on out. Maybe because it's a laggard, maybe because it hasn't pumped yet. It's got some pent-up aggression, and now it needs to let loose more so than the rest of these coins do. You know, there's a bunch of reasons for the ones that are underperforming right now. There's a bunch of reasons anybody could make that a compelling argument that would make sense for them to outperform or at least shine a little brighter over the coming weeks and coming months. But being real with it, out of all the coins here on the left that you can see that have a lower than 36% move since the beginning of November there, likely those four, maybe one of them could shine a little brighter, maybe two of them, but out of those four, I would think at least two, if not the majority, if not all of them, they're probably not going to be the top performers of this list of coins, right? I do suspect that HBAR, again, HBAR, XRP, XLM will be top performers. And I also suspect that somebody in this kind of central group in the pack here that's above the 36.6% of Bitcoin, one of these might actually be the overall top performer. If not, HBAR itself would be the overall top performer on this move to come. And I hope that's made sense. So if you guys like the video, if you like this perspective, if you like little random charts like this, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I think that this really puts things in perspective, and it's a nice kind of scoreboard chart, right? If you're getting in an argument with somebody and you're like, haha, WIF is the best crypto in the whole market. Well, you can show them this and then pipe down a little bit and be humbled because it's actually been the worst performing one out of all these top coins since the beginning of November. If you're someone that's like, HBAR is the best crypto, in this most recent run, it blew up the most, it saw the most growth. Well, you've got that validated and illustrated right here, presented in front of you. There's no denying that. Were there coins that outperformed HBAR? Maybe, probably. There's only 16 in this chart. This isn't every coin, but again, I chose these coins based off of popularity, based off of what we talk about here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm just rambling on at this point. So hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.